Alright, let's talk about circle graphs today. So I got a circle graph there, and it represents a budget for a month. So 50% of the budget is spent on fixed expenses, 25% is saved, 10% on other, and 15% on food. So if the budget is $3,000 a month, how much do we spend on each? So let's start with fixed, because that's 50%. So we find 50% of 3,000, which is really like saying half of 3,000. So that would be $1,500. For savings, it's 25% of 3,000. So that's going to be half of 50%, so that's half of 1,500. So that would be 750. For other, that would be 10% of 3,000. So here you could do 1/10 times 3,000, which would give you $300 in other expenses. So that's just extra stuff in a month. And then last is the food. So that would be 15% of 3,000. So that would be 1,500 times 3,000. So when you work that out, that's going to be $450 a month in food. Alright, so if we want to make a circle graph, I have a survey here of favorite colors. So red was 5, blue 8, green 6, yellow 1. So first we need to make fractions out of each of these. So first we need a total. So 5 plus 8 is 13, plus 6 is 19, plus 1 is 20. So for red, that would be 5 out of 20, which you could reduce to 1/4. For blue, it would be 8 out of 20, which you could reduce to 4/10. Green would be 6 out of 20, which you could reduce to 3/10. And yellow would be 1 out of 20, which can't be reduced. Alright, so let's make the decimals. 1/4 as a decimal. Hope you know that one. 25/100. 4/10 as a decimal is just as you read it. 4/10. Same thing with 3/10. And for 1/20th, you could make that into hundredths by multiplying it by 5. So that would be 5/100. So you say it just like you write it, or you write it just like you say it. So your percent would be 25% for the first one, for red, 40% for blue, 30% for green, and 5% for yellow. Now to find our angle measures, it's always going to be percent over 100 equals your angle over 360. So that first one would be 25 over 100 equals angle over 360. So then you have a proportion you can solve. So you just do 25 times 360 to get 9,360 and divide by 100 to get 93 6/10 degrees. So you just do that for each one of those. So 40 over 100 equals angle over 360. So 40 times 360 divided by 100 is going to give you 144 degrees. So then 30 times 360 divided by 100 is going to give you 108 degrees. And then the last one would be 5 over 100 equals angle over 360. So you do 360 times 5 and then divide that by 100 to get 18. And I just realized I made a mistake on the first one. First one shouldn't be 93 and 6. First one should be 90 degrees. So you should have 90 degrees, 144, 108, and 18. If you add those up, it should equal 360. So 4 plus 8 is 12, plus 8 is 20. Let me pick a different color here to add this up, just to check ourselves. So 9 plus 2 is 11, plus 4 is 15. Plus 1 is 16. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. So we got 360, which is what we wanted. So we know we found all those angle measures correctly. And that's how, when I got the decimal there of 93.6, I knew I did something wrong, because it has to add up to 360.